What about homeschooling? The coronavirus pandemic represents a threat to the advancement of education worldwide as it has two significant impacts. The practical universal close of schools at the levels. The economic recession generated by the pandemic control measures. If considerable efforts are not made to contribute their effects, school closures will lead to learning losses, increased dropouts, and crime inequality and economic crisis. What is the main problem this in these times of pandemic about the coronavirus in my family? They are not only one, two, or three problems, rather they are several problems that the pandemic has generated in my family. I will start by saying the most relevant in my parents do not have endured demand in their backyard, but in is now because of the confinement is felt on the country. Most Ecuadorians go about to the secret street to buy and greater number of individuals go out to sales because the most of the families do not have a job, and if they do, it is under even the teachers from different academic institutions have not paid them for their work on time. Now let's look at my parents' situation. For the reason mentioned above, my parents have reduced the prices of bread sometimes in the order to help others who do not have a job. What do I think about the difficulties of the pandemic in the educational environment? Well, actually, I have seen many things of one of them is that in my sector, families do not have enough resources to access a cyber to be able to carry out the tax centers. By teacher, another reason is that the production are no longer environment. They not sell realizing due to lack of transport. That is, farmers cannot sell their production to the location while things is because the farmers are not supported by the government. The idea is that a budget is invested in this sector as is done with education, medicine, even though they support politicians with a start budget with in mind. Opinion is work because we live by food production by farmers and not by politicians. Is the pandemic affecting my home? Yes, it does in because it is not the same as begin in the a classroom with total concentration that begin at home with a million things to do where learning is interrupted, but you can mitigate the damage and even transfer time into underkinds and dedicate my life to do I can't do like